evening if you're watching this after I've just posted it. It's a bit later because, oh, sorry, I've just been eating cereal. Basically today, I was going to do this earlier, but Finn's nana came out and she was having braids in when she goes away for a month because she's got really long hair, and having braids in it's just easier for her to sort hair out because her hair's wild. And if you ever used to watch Friends, when Monica went on holiday and her hair just went in a big frizzy mess and she had to have braids in, that's what hers does, so it's easy to do that. And it's took me from 11 o'clock this morning till 8 o'clock tonight to put braids in her hair. So that's why this is later, because I didn't think it'd take that long, but her hair's really long and thick, so it took me ages. But basically, I was going to come on to say how you get drunk. How I got drunk for free. Didn't spend any money. Wow. Yeah, so on Saturday you'll have seen that, and this is what has annoyed you as well, because I was just looking back on my videos then and I thought, and I looked, and I think one Manchester one went up about when I went to Manchester, but the others before it saying that I was going and what I was taking, I'd noticed had the little lock thing on the side, which were not public, so you couldn't see them. So I've just put them up now because I was like, oh. So they've gone up, and it might look like, oh, these have just gone up now back to front. I don't know, but I was just like, I don't know, probably didn't really notice it with things going on that I'd not noticed that I hadn't put them on public. So if you know what I'm talking about, put them up now. So on Saturday, like I said, I went to Manchester, took my little plaque with the rose on, took that down, put it down, come back, and I was in a bit of a somber mood, thinking about people there and this, that and the other. And I was supposed to be doing my nail course, which, you know, when you have one of them weekends where I haven't got a fin, it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to get so much done. Productive weekend, tidy my house up, do a bit of a spring clean. I like to do a big clean up on the weekend so he's not here. Well, none of that happened. So that's what I'll be spending the week doing, because I came back from there and I was in a bit of a funny mood, because like I said, where I'd been, and I was not in the mood for doing my nails, and it was so hot that in my conservatory it gets really warm, and I just thought, well, I don't know if I can bother sitting there. It's going to be really hot. Maybe I could sit at the table and do it, but just, I knew my head wasn't on sitting there and concentrating on practicing nails. So I thought, no, I really feel like going out and just having like a couple of drinks, because I'm not a big drinker, but I just feel like, and I knew Finn's nana, well, I thought she'd gone to Manchester, so I thought, oh, I should have asked her and I should have just gone for a drink after I'd been there. But I thought I'll go back home, and maybe if she's out, I might catch the bus back up, because I had a day saver. So I thought I might as well use it. I've got Finn, can go out. My eldest had gone out anyway, for a change. So I rang her and she wasn't. She was in Stockport, where I'm from, not too far away from Manchester. So she said, no, we're down here, which isn't normally a place I'd normally go out. Sorry, anyone from Stockport, but it isn't. But I just thought, oh, whatever, I'll just go and meet her and I'll just have a couple of drinks just to take my mind off things and stuff. So I went down, but that day I just got up and thought, if you've seen the video before of me showing the plaque that I took, I had my hair sort of curly and up off my face, and like I always think my makeup's a bit vintage style anyway. When I have, you know, me cat eyes on, and I had a bit of a raw ready pink lipstick on, which I don't normally wear. You know, and I always have my beauty spot hair, so, and I had a little sort of top thing on that was like a bit of a vintage style sort of thing, and it's one of them ones that ties in a bow. And I just felt a bit like that day, dressing like that, which was really funny because when I went to the pub, I got down there, and I'm not saying it where it is, but it was a bit of a, not a sort of pub I'd go in, you know, just like a couple of people in there. But I just thought, I'm not really bothered. So I went in, and I got a few looks, because they might have been thinking, oh. Not that I was dead dressed up or anything, but I probably was dressed up to be going in there, if you know what I mean. Because in there, it was just like, you know, one of them places where you could literally just go in your PJs and it wouldn't really matter, you know. But I'd rather be a bit dressed up than not dressed up. So anyway, I was just sat there talking, and her sister was out as well and her husband. And we were just having a couple of drinks. So I was just about to pay for my drink, but Finn's granddad got me a drink, so I thought, all right. And it takes me ages to drink. I thought I'll probably just have that drink as long as I stay in there. Wasn't planning on staying out late. And I had a bulbous, can't remember. I asked if they had I like the Copperberg, the fruity ciders. And I can't drink a lot of them because they're quite big. I feel bloated after, so I have to drink them really slowly. You can hear him shouting, it's my son on his computer. So I was drinking that quite slow. And then, did I buy another one? No, I didn't. No, because I didn't spend money in there. And then his granddad got me another one. And I said, look, don't get me any more. It's all right. He was like, oh, no. Blah, blah. So I thought, oh, that'll probably take me that'll take me a bit to drink that one. And then the barmaid said, someone said, oh, there's no toilet roll upstairs. I said, oh, I need to go to the toilet. Oh, be careful because there's no toilet roll in the second toilet. So she heard that and went, oh, do you want to take these up? Not just the toilet roll, you know, massive big ones you put in them machine things that you pull out, but they didn't actually have them on the wall. She just had the massive toilet roll. So I was like, oh, thanks. So I'm walking up, because you have to go upstairs to the toilet, with these big toilet rolls. And these men turn around and were like, where are you going? Have you got diarrhea? I was like, no, taking these up. I thought, oh my God, you know, like, they were joking, like, obviously, because I've gone up with all this toilet roll, like, I needed to go and sit on the toilet forever. I was a bit embarrassed. I was like, no, I'm just taking them up. So anyway, there was a guy that Finn's nana's sister wanted me to meet once. She said, oh, I think you might like him. He's quite nice. I think you'd like him. He's really nice. And all I was thinking at the back of my mind was, I've just got a funny feeling he won't be my type. Because when someone says to me, he's really nice, I think you might like him, means in any of my situations, I've never fancied the person that someone said that about. Because I've had someone try to fix me up before, a friend, and she was like, oh, I think you'd really like him. He's really nice. I know what really nice means. I'm not saying he wasn't really nice, but normally that means they just won't be my type. So she was like, oh, he's really nice, but I'm not going to go through this story. But yeah, he was all right, but no, it wasn't for me. I'll have to do with dating scenarios again. This guy wasn't for me, and as well as he picked me up in his car. This other guy from ages ago, a couple of years ago. And he got out of his car and he must have been about this big, and I was like, oh. And then, he was just rude anyway. And I really thought I'd put him off, and I thought, great, because I don't fancy him. And at the end of the night, basically, he was like, do you want me to come in? Do you want to meet up tomorrow? And I was like, hey, yeah. And then he texted me, I was like, no, I don't think there was a spark. There wasn't a spark. Because the thing is, yes, people can be really nice, and you can think, oh yeah, he's lovely, but I don't care what anyone says. You have got to be attracted to them at least a little bit, you know, because like that when you meet somebody out on Tinder or wherever, as shallow as it sounds, you do go off looks first and you're attracted. And I know sometimes you can meet people, and I've met people before, and they might not be like drop dead gorgeous, but you get to know the personality nice, and sometimes the look sort of changes, if you know what I mean. But I just had a funny feeling that he wouldn't be for me. And she tried to show me pictures, said, oh, he's not got many pictures, and his photographs don't do him any justice. So she sort of showed me, and I thought, oh, I'm not attracted straight away, and I thought, I don't think he's going to be my type. But I thought, well, you know, whatever, I'll just see. Because she said, what I'll do is I'll ring him and see if he's coming out, because sometimes he comes out here. And I said, oh, don't let him know you know that I know whatever the thing is. You know, I know, he knows, I know. Because when he comes, I don't want him to think that I'm sat here waiting for him, because I'll feel stupid. Because if I don't like him, I'll feel stupid. Because if he likes me and I don't like him, it's just awkward. And I don't, you know, when I'm explaining it properly, like, I didn't really want him to know. Like, it wasn't set up because he was going to come out anyway. I didn't really want him to know that I wanted to sort of see what he was like, just in case we liked each other. Even though he'd seen a picture of me ages ago, because they'd said something about me. He knew what I looked like and was like, oh, she looks really nice, blah, blah, blah. But I thought, oh, I hate these situations, because if you don't like them, I know it sounds awful, but say you sat talking to someone, even if they're sort of nice, and you just think, oh, I don't want to, you know what I mean? And then you sort of feel like if there was anyone in a pub that you did sort of fancy or think, oh, I like him over there, like you'd feel like you were, oh, do you know what I mean? But not that there was anyone in this pub, because not that, no. It's one of them pubs, no. It's a bit like Jeremy Kyle, you know, like, it's like everybody if Jeremy Kyle was in there, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, ooh, it was like a fly. I've had moths in the house, them little stupid fruit flies, I hate them in summer, they get on my nerves. Don't know why I'm screaming, it's about a molluscule. But, 25. Anyway, because I'd only had about 2 drinks by then, but I was feeling a bit woo-woo because I don't drink a lot, so they do affect me a little bit more. So I thought, oh, well, whatever. If he talks to you and he's nice, just talk to him, and he don't have to, you know, if I don't like him, I don't like him, but, you know, you can be nice about it. So anyway, next minute, this guy walks through the door. And I just turned around and I'd look, I thought, oh no, I think that's him. And my initial thing in my head was, no, he's not my type. He's not the type that I have in my head that I see my next man to be. Just, no, he wasn't a Viking either, so we didn't come in with a beard, you know, with horns on his head or anything like that. He wasn't a Viking type. And I know this sounds really shallow, but I do really love men with tattoos, and he didn't have any. Not that I wouldn't go out with someone who hasn't got them, I just am very attracted to tattoos. But anyway, I thought, oh no, I think that's him. So they were like, you know, he's here. And I went, no, I know, I thought that was him. Because to me, he did look the same on his picture. And they were like, oh no, he don't look, he's better looking in real life. And I thought, my initial thought was, he's not my type. So anyway, he sat down anyway and I sat down and I felt a bit of a div. But I was like talking to him. But they put us together and they were at the side and I was just thinking, oh, I don't know. Anyway, he was chatting in that, and he did give me a compliment, because the only thing was that I can say, ooh, no one's ever said that before, is, and I don't think I look like her, but I had my hair up, as you'd have seen, and it was curly here, and I had red lipstick on and stuff, and it was sort of in a little mini victory roll, because I can't do much with this fringe, and I was feeling a bit vintagey looking that day, and he said to me, oh, she's lovely here. Oh, she's very pretty. I said, oh, thanks. I hate when people give me compliments because they're just like, never know how to take it. But he did give me a really nice compliment because he said, if you had blonde hair, or if you had a blonde wig on now, I really think you look like Marilyn Monroe. Which I don't know why I'm laughing at. It's a really nice compliment, but I think I look nothing like her. But I liked it because I absolutely love Marilyn Monroe. So for him to say that, I was like, oh, thanks. And then he went, oh, you've even got a beauty spot like her. I went, well, I do sort of, I don't mean the model myself and Marilyn Monroe. I don't walk around in, you know, blonde wig and that, but I do, my makeup styling, cat eyes and a little beauty spot is sort of modelled off them days, because I've said before, I do love, you know, 1940s, 50s. So I just love that style, and that's another thing I'll be talking about in other posts and in a minute. So I liked it when he said that, because I was like, oh, thanks. I don't think I look like her, but thanks, because I really love Marilyn Monroe. And then he said, and you even smell like her. And I thought, well, I was here around when Marilyn Monroe was here, because you know she used to wear Chanel No. 5. I didn't have Chanel on. I had a Katy Perry one on, which was a nice smell, but maybe if he knows she wore Chanel, maybe he thought that smelled a bit like Chanel. But yeah, it was quite funny. And then there was an old man stood there and he went, oh, you do look nice. And I thought, he was about 80, I thought, see, I'm attracting these old men because I'm looking vintage, and that's what they probably liked, you know, because they were back in that day. And he went, I'd like you, my Christmas stocking. I went, oh, thanks. And he was like, oh, what's your name? And I said, Janine or Janine, because it's French. And he started talking French and he went, don't even know what I'm saying now. He went, oh, your name suits you. So I was like, I always cop with the men who are about 80. Always. So, anyway, I was talking to this guy, and a blah, 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 and a wah, wah, wah. And then a few things went off with Finn's granddad, because he was like, oh, I don't want you, oh, no, I don't think he's for you, and all this. He just gets dead funny around anyone that's talking to me because I'm single, because he don't want, he's just daft. You know, when people think, I don't want Finn to have 2 dads if I got with someone. Well, he's not going to have 2 dads. He's got a dad, but anyone who gets with me is going to be, yes, they would be like a father figure, I hope, but they're not going to be his dad because he's got a dad, but obviously they're going to be in his life. So we got a bit nanty about that and ended up going home in a mood. But that was another story. But at the end of the night, well, before they went, because his nana and his granddad went, I was left with a sister, which I didn't mind. And the thing was, I thought, I don't think he thinks I fancy him, because, like I said before, if I fancy someone, I'd get a bit giddy. And I was a bit giddy anyway because he had a bit of a drink. But, and the free bit about drinking was, I got drinks brought all night off his granddad, and then he brought the one at the end of the night when I was full up then. I only had about 5, but I was nearly drunk on them because I don't drink a lot. And I thought, I haven't even had a chance to spend the money, but you know when you want to buy a drink, but like, no, and I thought, cheap night. It was a cheap night for me anyway. And he only ended up paying really £3 in a taxi, so I was quids in there. But yeah, they said they were going to another pub and we'll all go together, but then his nana and his granddad went home. So I was left with his sister and him, and I didn't mind. We were going to go somewhere, but I thought, I don't really want to, because I wanted to get back to Tyler, even though he was fine. But I was a bit knackered, and I wasn't planning on going out, and she had to get back to her fella. So she was like, do you want to stay out? Meaning, do you want to carry on with him, you know, for a couple of drinks, or do you want to go home? So I just went, oh yeah, I need to get back to Tyler, you know, and I need to get back. Oh yeah, I'll get a taxi with you because you don't live far from me, and he didn't live our way anyway. So I thought I'd put him off, because when he was talking to me at one point, I thought I'll put him off. So he was saying something, and I was going on about Wiccan and witches and all that. And I thought, that'll put him off, and he'll think I'm a nutcase and think, oh no, she's a bit mad. She's nice, but she's a bit mad. But it didn't put him off. I always do that. If I try and put anyone off, it doesn't put him off. And it didn't put him off. But what I was saying about flirting was, if I really liked someone, I'd get a bit giddy. But you know, if someone was cracking a joke, he was cracking some jokes and being quite daft. He was quite funny. His jokes were rubbish, but funny rubbish. But I'd be like laughing, you know, and probably like tapping them on the knee, like, oh God, touching them on the arm, you know, all that when you touch someone. And I wasn't doing any of that. And there was some points where it was a bit of a, you know, where you're like, and I'm not normally like that. I will chat, especially if I like someone. I'll try and think of something. But at the end of the night, I thought, right, I think I've put him off, and he probably thinks I'm weird now. And because Finn's nana's sister got on with him, their mates anyway, they were having more of a laugh. You'd have thought they were together, but I thought, yeah, I think I put him off. So when we got a taxi, because our phones had conked out, and we had to ask the landlady behind the bar to get us a taxi. I went off and I thought, oh, I think I've got away with it. And then he turned around and went, oh, so do you want to go out again then? We'll go out for something to eat. And I thought, ugh. And it was one of them, oh, do you want to give us your number? He said. And I was like, oh, my phone's, my batteries ran out, which it had done, because, like I said, I wanted to film Manchester and it ran out. And I think I got in and charged it up for about a couple of minutes, and I went back out. So it conked out. It didn't have much on it, and it conked out. And hers had conked out. But I didn't even think he could have said, you know your number, and I do know it off by heart, but I'd probably gone, oh no, I don't know, I can't remember, I'm daft me. So he sort of said, oh, have you got your phone? And I didn't click on. I went, my phone? He went, yeah, for your number. And I went, oh yeah, my phone's died. And she said her phone's died. She went, oh, when it comes on, just text me and I'll give you your number. And I was like, and then he said, yeah, because we'll go out for a drink or a meal if you want. And he went, do you want to do that? And I just went, yeah, because it was like a rabbit caught in headlights. But I thought, I can't say no to him. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think there was a spark, in front of people and in front of her. And I just felt off, as I just went, yeah, and it was nice to meet you. And he went in and I just gave him a kiss on the cheek. And we got in the taxi and I went, he's not my type. And she went, oh, maybe you can just go out for a meal with him anyway. His friends went, there's no point. Honestly, I've been in these situations before. I know it sounds awful, but I don't want to put energy into something that I'm not feeling, if you know what I mean. oh. So, anyway, we found out today when I was plaiting her hair that he did text and say, oh, what did she say? And she just said, oh, what do I say to him? And she just texted him and said, no, she just said, I can't remember what she said. She said something nice, and he just went, oh, no, no problem, okay. But I just thought, no, it was nice, but there's nice and nice, and I just thought, it's not because I want someone, because someone said, oh, you like the ones are horrible, don't you? You know, as someone would say, a bad boy, and I said, no, I don't. It wasn't that. I said he was a bit older than me, not that old, but there was things he was saying to someone else, and I thought, no, I don't know who that is, and I don't think we've got that much in common. To me, there wasn't a spark. I know he found me attractive because he said, but because I was talking to him thinking, oh, yeah, I don't know, and I just thought, no, there's no, oh, yeah, I know if someone the sort of person I've got in my head that I would like to date, I know if that guy walked through the door, I would have had a bit of a bit of a heart palpitation or something like. I would have been really embarrassed actually if I'd really liked someone. But I would have had that bit of a, oh my god, and all the way. I know this sounds awful, but all the way when I was talking to him, I thought, I can't imagine kissing him or anything like that. So it just no. And I felt really bad because I thought I felt really awful, but at least I know, because they kept going on about, oh, you should really meet this guy and he's really nice. Now I know, it doesn't matter now, because I mean, if I saw him out getting there with him, I'd talk to him. He is a nice guy, but he's not the sort of guy that I'm after. But I'll know when I see this guy, because I'll just be like, oh my god, oh my god. It wasn't one of them. But talking about looking a bit vintage, dressing a bit vintage, I have seen this dress in a charity shop at weekend, and I'm so running to the shop tomorrow, and I don't care if it's in a frigging size 10. I'm going to get it, and I'll slim into it, because I'm so determined to get rid of this weight now for summer. I'll be on the ball. I've got to get rid of this weight. It's getting me down. It's not getting me down, but it's just getting me down. Certain things I want to wear now, and I'm like, I need to slim down a bit. So I got this on eBay. This was 99p. You're not really going to be able to see the sort of effect that it is, but it's this, and I think it's like, can you see at the top? It's got this collar on, and then it goes down, and I will show it on one time. Button down here, sort of a bit like a waistcoat, but it's not. But it's very, this style at the top, little cap sleeves, and like that love heart. Oh, it's just dead nice, and it's like a satin, and it was by Principles, and I got it for 99p. But what peed me off about it was it's a size 14, which it fits me around the waist, but I just can't get it over the boobs. So I'm thinking, oh, sorry, but that's what people say. No, don't. But yes, I do need to lose weight to get them off a little bit, because they're getting on my nerves, because they can't fit. Things I've got, they just need to go down a little bit, because stuff I've got I can get into, but I can't get into this bit, and that is what's really annoying me. So I will get into it. It's only about that far off, but I'm like, ugh. And then there was this that I got last year, and I absolutely love this. Like I said again, it's just pulling a bit round here, so I just need to get this last stone and a few pounds off, because it's getting on my nerves. But this is like, don't know what colour it's going to come across on here, but it is a nude, and it's like silk with 3 buttons. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. And it's like, it's got little pockets at the bottom, but it is a bit like a vintage sort of, like a sort of cami top thing. Because I like nudes and pinks, but it is gorgeous, and I thought, oh, I need to get into that. I am sort of into it, it's a little bit too tight, so I'm not going to feel comfortable in it till I've lost these last bit of weight I need to lose. So I know I've done this twice, and you'll know if you've ever tried to vlog a bleeding diet, I think you feel under pressure. And I did say I was going to come back every 2 weeks, but I forgot about it. But I'm thinking I probably will just throw snippets on here of my diet because, you know, as much as I've wanted to do it before and fell off and done it, like filming it, it's not happening because you do sort of feel under pressure on here sometimes to film and do stuff when you say you're doing stuff. But I thought I might tell you bits of it, but not a weighing or anything to tell you because I've really got to do it now. It's just getting on my nerves. But I do know, I have realised the fact that as you get a bit older, when I was younger, it didn't take much to lose weight. You know, if you ate a bit less, exercise a little bit, it'd drop off quite quickly. Now, I've hit 40. Oh my God. Because I think in the things I was trying to do when I was younger, it would have fell off a bit more now. And it is a bit hard when you've had kids and stuff, but it's not, it's taking longer because they say that, don't they? So I'm just going to have to go at it a bit harder. And I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of exercise every day. And I think I'm just going to mix it up. So as I was doing yoga, I think I just need to do a little bit of everything, not stick to one thing all the time because I think I might get a bit bored, or maybe do, like I was saying, my kettlebells, maybe every other day and then something in between, even if it's just like dancing around the front room or just going for a walk now. The evenings I like would be quite nice, or on my rebound to like mix it up so I don't get bored because I get very bored easily and that's why I fall off things. And funnily enough today, my arms weren't aching as much, my fingers were, and his nan just said maybe you need to go to the doctor. Did your nana have arthritis? I said she did. And my mum's got a bit doing this now, but it's not that. I've spent from 11 till 8 o'clock tonight plaiting. Imagine plaiting fingers. Oh, they're so achy. Probably really achy tomorrow. But I noticed my arms weren't too bad, and I'm not sure now if it is the food. You know when I said I think I've been sleeping like this? You imagine if you're sleeping like quite tense, don't know, like gripping. I don't know why. I've never thought I've slept like that before, like this. And I don't know if that's what's making the tendons there, if it makes sense. So last night, don't know if it's because I'd had a drink of alcohol, I felt a bit more relaxed because I was a bit like, oh my God, I need to go to bed now, I'm knackered. And I think I sort of did fall asleep sort of like that, not tensing up. So I don't know if it's that. Because I've noticed I've been like this and like lying like that, but like really clenching my fist for some reason. I don't know why. But I didn't last night. So I don't know if it's that. But I will say, his nana came round with some dinner and she got a chicken curry and she said, are you eating meat? And I went, look, I'll have a bit. I'll try it. I'll see what I think. Because I didn't know whether to introduce a bit back to see what. And I had it. It was all right. And I didn't think, oh, God, yeah, I really need to eat meat. I had it anyway because she got it and I just thought, oh, well. It wasn't a big thing. It was these little things you put in the microwave or put in the oven. But even if I ever did go back, I don't think I'd eat a lot. It might be like twice a week or something. There was a little fish or chicken and majority veg. But I'm still oohing and ahhing about that. But yeah, so that's how I went out and got like drunk on a night. Well, I wouldn't say it was a night out, but you know, because I got drinks brought me and I was just like, oh my God, I've not even spent anything, which was good in a way because I'm supposed to be saving my pennies for London at weekend and I wasn't really even supposed to be, you know, spending anything, which I didn't really, so it wasn't too bad. But I'm just gutted because I didn't get to do my nail course and I'm going to have to postpone it now because I might try bits in the week. I think that's what I'm going to try and do when he's in bed. It's a bit lighter because my lighting's good in here in the day. In the back it's a little bit dim and I like to be able to see what I'm doing with my nails, but I think I might just have to catch up and do a bit each evening. So if I go quiet, that's why. And then I've got the weekend, I've got to write all my positive messages out, 22 positive messages out to take. It was, like I said, just after the weekend and going down to Manchester, I just felt a bit and just wanted to chill out really. So yeah, so that's what I'd say. It was just like, oh, dating. I hate being set up anyway because you feel a bit obliged, don't you? Like someone setting you up, like you have to like them or something. And maybe me ages ago would have been like, oh yeah, I'll go for a meal with him because he is nice, and I'll go for a meal with him because I feel a bit sorry and I feel a bit obliged to. Then I thought no, and that's why I'm more like that now. It's like not being awful, I just thought, I know he's not for me in my heart, and I know for a fact that if I went on another date with him, I know he's not for me. He's not what I'm looking for. Yes, you can be a nice person, but he's not what I'm looking for. So I felt a bit bad as well because he bought me a drink as well, and I didn't know, and it was put in front of me, and they're like, "Oh, he's got us a drink," and I was like, "I know this sounds stupid, but I thought, oh no," because that makes me feel even worse. Because I thought, if I drink it, I know this sounds really stupid. I felt like if I drink it, I don't mean it's like saying yes to go on a date with him, but I just feel dead like, oh God, he'll think I like him. I know that sounds stupid because I'm having the drink, but I can't go, no, sorry, I'm not drinking it. So, and I felt a bit, mind you, I didn't drink all of it because I was that full up from, I don't know, I think I had 4 drinks. The 3 that I had before, that when I got to his, I'd only drank half of it. And when we went in the taxi, we said, "Do you want to finish it off?" And he said, "Yeah." So we took it back anyway, because I couldn't drink it. But that's why I would have said to him, "Don't buy me another one because I know I'm not going to drink it." Because I get full on cider. I don't drink a lot. So, yeah, I felt a bit bad, but it was just a bit of a weird weekend. And I don't normally just go out like that, but we're planning a night out on Manchester in a few weeks. Well, in the next month or something, because I just want someone, I don't know, a bit alternative, a bit different with tattoos, and I don't know, went a bit tall, and it just wasn't him, and I'm just going to start going to them places and stuff, and it just felt awful, but you know when you're thinking in the back of your head, oh God, I just want to go home now, and whatever, but I hope you find someone in the end anyway that you like. Yeah, and I want that bit of a when someone walks through the door. And like I said, I know it's not going to be from being set up. It's just going to happen when it happens, when I'm least expecting it. So, yes, I will see you in the week at some point and explain about, as I was saying, about vintage stuff and hopefully I don't know if I said before, the dress that I've seen in charity shop, his Nana's coming around tomorrow to see Finn, so I think I'm going to leg it there. I'm just saying, can you just watch in 5 minutes, because it's literally 2 minutes away. Go and see if this dress is there. I'm hoping it's a size 14, 12 or a 14, because I'm hoping to get back into I could say 10, 12, like 12 top 10. But 12, if it's 14, it's good. Like I said, it's always best if it's bigger anyway, because if I do lose weight, I can take it in. So I'm not really bothered. You know, if it was teeny weeny and I still lost weight, I might not have that much material to take it in. But if it's bigger, that's fine. But it was like one of them sort of dresses, like, what they're called. You know, they get Lindy Bop skirts that go out a little bit like the dress version. And it looks like it on the bus, because I saw it on the bus when I went past it. It might not be what I think it is when I get there. With stripes on and flowers and stuff. Oh, and I did win this dress on eBay. It'll probably be too small in the boob area, even though it's 14, so I really do need to sort my life out with my diet. But this dress would be gorgeous for summer. It's so cute. Let me show you before I go. Where is it? I think I got it for £8, but I just had to have it because it's cute. It's got a bow at the back, and I was like, oh my God. Oh, and the top that I've got that I was trying to show you just a minute ago is on here as well. And it looks like this. I got this for 99p. 99p. And it looks like that. That was 99p. It's like, oh my God. Imagine that with a pencil skirt. I had a pencil skirt on today. A pencil skirt, high heels. I think that would look really nice out. So, yeah, so I see you soon talking about some vintage stuff and blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, that was me. Strange night out and a date that they tried to fix me up on. Don't fix me up on dates. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.